Well, hi everybody. This is your stay-at-home grandmom, and I'm in the bed. I'm not sick, but it's been raining so hard here that the damp just, I have arthritis and it just gets to my bones. And then I think, okay, and I'm trying to think it away, but I think I'm catching a cold. And it's raining like cats and dogs out there. You should hear it. Anyway, let me tell you what I got. So what I got in the mail today was this is a shower curtain, and it's actually white. It's got the little shower things with it. It's actually white, and I really don't do white, but I fell in love with this one. But I think it's material. I think I'm going to. You see that this drawing in there, and the etchings in there, whatever. I think that I might play with this a little bit. I haven't decided yet, but I like it. So I might actually do something with it. I haven't decided yet. How's everybody doing? I'm doing fine. It's been raining every day, I think, since April, pretty much. I think we've had like one or two good days in between, and then I'll put this back later. And then it would start to rain, and then whatever. Christmas present. I got this for my granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter, who is the mother of my great granddaughters. You know them. So I got her this, and this is for Christmas. Looks nice. And they asked me to review it. I said, yeah, why not? I like this one. So I got this for her. I kind of know what she likes. I don't like to buy clothes for people, but if I know that that's something that they're going to like, then I invest a little bit of time and money in it. Hey, you have a thing too. Happy Tuesday to you too. What's up? Tell me about it. What's up? Then I got this for my granddaughter, my great granddaughter actually. And she likes these little things. You having a good Tuesday, extra Fluffy? You're gonna be happy when you see what you got in your box. I got her these little things for her boots, to cover her little boots in the wintertime. I have a whole bunch of stuff. I might divide it up between the girls. I don't know whether her mother's gonna let her wear these or not. She's only 9, so I might give it to the oldest, the next to the oldest one. Make some detergent, yes. Yeah, you gotta make some detergent. I know I gotta make some too. And then I got these little necklaces. I'll divide those up between the girls. And then got this little, her mother will let her wear that. I know she ain't gonna let her wear the glasses. And then I got these little bracelets, and I'll divide them up between the girls. Yeah, I thought so too. See, because I review the products, and I actually either get them for nothing or I pay pennies for them. I just do my little Christmas shopping. I haven't bought Christmas presents in 2 years. And I get some really nice things too, so I'm good. You know how we do. We talked about that the other day. So if I see a good deal, why not? I have to have a yard sale though, and we haven't been able to have a yard sale because of the rain. Then I got, these are for my cords, to button up my cords and make them neat and appropriate. We'll see. So I got this little tickle in my throat. I took something, but I guess I need to take something out. Then I got this from one of my great granddaughters, my special cat. She can make this, get it for Christmas and go home and make it with her mother or something like that. I think that would be good. So that's what I got in the first box. I had these since, I want to say Friday and Monday. Then I got these. I sell on Etsy. Etsy is pretty good. There are other venues too. I'll have to get them and send them to you through email because I have your email. I have also have your Facebook. I don't know whether you go on it much or not, but so I got two of these. These are mermaid tails. And I got one. I don't know what I'm going to do with this one yet because my granddaughters all have them from last year. But this one, the purple one, the other purple one, there was two purple ones. I got this because my girlfriend wanted one for her daughter, so her granddaughter. So that's good. So then I got these stickers. These are super stickers. My granddaughter, Ari. Everybody knows Ari. She's now 5 years old, going on 50, and she's in kindergarten. She loves her little superheroes. So I got her the little superhero stickers. Move the paper out the way you'll be able to see them. So I got those. So I figured she'll like them. You know what? But yeah, you can do. I don't know why you won't sell on eBay though. It's hard to keep up with it all at first, but what you do is because I'm like trying to keep on a schedule, write down your schedule, write everything you're going to do. Like in a couple of weeks, I'm going to start cooking again, and I'm going to start doing my arts and crafts. So that I'm going to either take a day or 2 days. I haven't decided yet on doing my reviews. So you have to just write a schedule and write down everything in your book. Then I got, and it was good because I'm getting ready to make things. I make things all year round, but presents for different people. And so I got these little spray bottles. I'm gonna see if I can take one out so you can see it. I know you know what it looks like, but it's still nice to. It takes time to get really organized, especially when you got. I really don't have any excuse because all I have is a husband now. My kids don't live with me, but um, it's still you have to write it down. You have to be consistent and everything like that. And when you've got a lot going either way, it's first hard. Then once you get the knack of it, you'll be able to. Because at least like I got my reviews down the Tuesday and Thursday. So here's the let me take one out so you can see it. Yeah, here we go. So that's the one I got there. And I can put my little things in there. And I'm going to put some little sprays because when you make sprays and you use oils, okay, that goes very, very far. Okay, if you're using other chemicals and stuff like that, that's why they're in such big bottles. But if you make a spray with oil, it goes far. Then I got this. These are the hoops. I'm gonna make mandalas with them, I think. And it's got some other things in there. It's got a couple little peacocks, whatever that is. I don't know one bird from the other one. Okay, you would think that I would know the bird, but I don't. I don't know what that is. Yeah, I know about the sickly parents. Well, my father died when I was a kid, but my mom was sick for about 5 years with cancer, but she did what she had to do. But I still took care of her, cook for her and all that kind of stuff. And it's really hard. It really is. And I have to take my hat off to anybody who takes care of their parents because so many people just don't care about their parents. Well, you know what? I had them for 8 years, which is better than not having them at all. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. I guess I look at it that way because it's the way I had to look at it. But he was a beautiful person. He really was. Everybody loved him. And what was funny about my father, he had a store and a barber shop, is he fed everybody. He did all kinds of things for people that it went on in his memory years after he was gone. People would stop me and tell me about my father. So nothing lasts forever. I'm opening up this because I'm not sure what this is. I think I know what it is, but I don't. You ever when they send you things, ever say, "Oh yeah, I'll take that and I'll take that and I'll review that," and then yeah, you do. Yeah, it does, and I do have a beautiful family, and so do you. Oh, these are the little bottles with the droppers in them. I'm gonna put little things in there. Also, like I said, I have to have a yard sale, and it's been raining like cats and dogs here. And then I got this, and these are the bottles, the roll-on bottles. And then let's see. Oh, I got. You know what I got? Vitamin, of course. The apple cider vinegar. I live on it. It helps you with your weight loss. It helps you with a lot of things. Last but not least, not at all least, my foot mat. I got one foot mat upstairs in my art room, and now I got one foot mat to put downstairs in the kitchen. So that when I'm working downstairs in the kitchen, because my feet don't swell up. Oh, and Ben, let me tell you about this Pinch Me box. I got Pinch Me. Well, yeah. What my prized possession is my immediate family that I've made. My husband, when we found each other, we felt like we had. Yeah, I mean, you have to feel that way. Your husband seems to be very, very nice. You know what I mean? I mean, I could look at a person and usually tell. Yeah, I got some nice items. I did. Um, Let me know when you get your box, okay? And then in it, I got cold brew, which is coffee, 1850 folders. And then I got, okay, so they sent me Organic India, Immunity, and Thrive. I think maybe I need to take this tea, okay, and drink this tea. Probably the Thrive, maybe the Immunity. I don't know because, like I said, I think I'm catching something. And then I got a card, cook store, and I don't buy food like that. I don't know why, but then last but not least, with that one, I got nut butter, but I'll give that to my daughter because I don't eat nut butter. That's pretty much what I got. I got some swatches and I'm sure you, but that's to do my journals. Um, but what I was gonna say, yeah, yeah. Sometimes when you come from difficult families and you meet somebody and they understand that, that's really good, and you vibe together. Because I see the thing that I feel like this, and I'm sure you do too. If you work together, you'll have things. If you don't work together and you work apart, everything falls apart. Okay, so when you suffer when you're young, and I don't know whether you suffered or not, when you have hardships when you're young and you meet somebody, you're supposed to change that venue up. You know what I mean? And it takes a great man and a great woman to do that. You know, and I mean, with all the people that I've counseled, but mostly kids. I did some marriage counseling in the church and stuff like that, but I really didn't like it. I liked kids. And the reason why I like kids was because, you start with something that's young and fresh. And no matter what the circumstances are, you sometimes you can get them to change their mind. And I've had some kids since I've been retired. Okay, and it's been a good, oh my guess, because I just realized a few, well, in June, one of my girls graduated from high school. When I left there, I think she was in fifth grade. So I'm not really sure. I'm just not really sure what happened to the time. But she graduated from high school. She's in college. And a lot of them are, and they're still writing me, or still, now because we can, they have Facebook. I'm drinking my coffee. They Facebook me, and I see a lot of the parents in the store or something like that. So, when you put yourself out there, you try to put your best foot forward. You try to teach your kids how to put their best foot forward. You try to, yeah, I know. But let me tell you about this coffee, okay? I bought 2 cases of coffee because, well, see, because I do reviews, I can write to different companies and I get things for, like I said, for cheap or for nothing. So when I got this case of coffee, he said every now and then just put it on on the YouTube or whatever. But I don't know which one this is because I made coffee today. And I'm telling you, okay, I love my coffee. I love my tea too, but I got to have a cup of coffee. Sometimes two, sometimes three. And I've learned, okay, I'm putting this down, how to make those frappuccinos and all that. And yeah, I did. Because I mean, every now and then, I like to go get a Starbucks one. But it's so much cheaper when you make it at home. It actually is so much better, too. So I've learned how to make the frappuccino ones. So anyway, I mean, if you're making soap and stuff like that, go ahead. Put yourself out there. Put your best out there and just go with it. Because you never know. You never know. Because that's what I'm going to start to do. Is start to, make some things and put them on different things and venues and not just sell the jewelry, but, I mean, I'm actually not going to, I'm going to sell. Yes, Starbucks is good, but expensive. And you know how cheap I am. Okay, we talked about that. So I have things on my card, and people put money on my card for my birthday, and I still have money on my card because I learned how to make it at home. At home. And it's good. In fact, I think that there's I know that I don't know how far I think it was this winter that we had a challenge to make the iced coffee, the coffee. You don't have, you don't have a Starbucks? You way in the boonies. Wow. Well, I'm in the country, but I'm maybe about an hour away from a Starbucks because where I go shopping at, we're one of the dollar stores because I don't go to that grocery store over there, but I do go to the dollar store over there. That's a nice dollar store. They have a Starbucks there. Um, Other than that, the other Starbucks are way far away. So if I'm up in that area, then I'll go to the Starbucks. But that's another reason why I just learned how to do it. I put it in my blender and everything like that. I went on YouTube. YouTube is a plethora for everything. You can find anything to make on YouTube if you want to make it. So it's 3 hours away. See, mine's about an hour, not quite an hour away. Not quite because where the shopping mall is where my granddaughter goes to high school. So I would say it's about 45 minutes away from the house. I'm going to time it one day and then I can actually tell you. You got to learn how to make things, because when you're way out like that, one of the things about here, and I was listening to you talk, and you came from the city of California somewhere. I came from the city of Boston, and I was right in the city. I was 10 minutes from downtown Boston, where all the stores and stuff were when you used to go downtown. Okay. And, but still, so I was right in the city. I walked to school. I did everything. When I got married the first time, because this is my second marriage, my husband and we went away a lot because he was in the service. When I came home after I got the divorce, I stayed there, and I promised myself my next move would be somewhere in the country, because every summer, when the summer came, my parents would send me to camp, or they'd send me to Connecticut and down the Cape to my family. So I never really liked the city. I disliked it immensely. So that's probably why I got into doing so many things for myself, because I just didn't like it. I love it out here. I'm in a seaport town, so I don't have a lot of land now. And once I did, but when my husband and I bought our second house together, my first husband, okay, I decided when I moved here, because my kids were grown then, that I would get a smaller house and smaller land and all that. So I did get that, and I did pretty good. I I do some gardening now. I can't go out into the backyard because I can't get down on my knees. So, well, I can get down. It's just a question of getting back up again. And if I have one of those, yes, it is fun to do for yourself, and you do have a feeling of accomplishment. And I hear other people complaining about, oh, I have to do this and I have to do that. If it's yours and God gave it to you, go with it. Flow with it, because who knows? You know, I love even with my crippled self, and I'm not really crippled. I'm achy, okay, and arthritis. When you have a stroke, it just does something to you. But and my doctor said every time I go in the office, "How you doing?" I'm doing fine. Okay, I ache and still work, because I know, somebody's worse off out there than I am. Okay. And I appreciate each day. So, yeah, you never know how life can change, and you never know what life can bring. That's why I told my granddaughter the other day, my oldest granddaughter is trying to start her own business. And her and her husband have been, well, he's a welder, so he can actually do his own thing. But she said to me, I really want to branch out and kind of do what you do and stuff like that. And I said, you do it. I said, I understand that it's going to take some time, but I said, but once you start building it and stuff like that, you see that it's yours. You know what I mean? Nobody, once I'm gone, and these videos will still be on, one of my grandchildren will be able to watch it and stuff like that. It's not always about, well, I guess it's about the money, but it's about you and about what you put out. Okay. Whatever you put out, that's positive, you get back positive. Whatever you put out negative, you get back negative. That's just the way I feel. So I try not to have any negative vibes about anybody. That doesn't mean I don't get mad. Yeah, that's right, my legacy. But it doesn't mean that I don't get mad. Of course I do. I'm human. But I don't. But I've learned to, because when I was young, people used to pick on me. Because of stupid things. Because my mother was, Portuguese, so we ate different food. Well, after my father died, they really picked on me. We had a store, just different things. I had a little bit of hair, whatever. I can think of all kinds of stupid reasons. These very same women today want to be my friend. And so, on Facebook, they're friendly with them and stuff like that. But, I made myself up in my mind that I wasn't going to let it bother me, that I was going to go do what I want to do, that I was going to read, that I was going to paint, that I was going to learn how to sew because my mother sewed, that I was going to make things and create my own world. So that's kind of what happened to me. And I think when people get into their own world and they begin to create, whether they write, whether they sing, whether they whatever, okay, they begin to close out all the negative and they begin to have positive thoughts about who they are and what they believe. And that helps a whole lot because just so much stuff is going on. And I can't even imagine some of the things that these kids go through today. Yep, that's what you got to do. You got to stand on God's promise. You got to stand on God. And that's the thing. I left that out and I should not have. I stand on God because God has brought me through so many change, so many times. You know, little things, big things. The biggest being my stroke, because like I was like laying there because I couldn't talk. You know, and the doctor's talking over me, and I heard everything he said to my husband, and he's saying, "Well, you know," the doctor's saying, "Well, you know, she's got a stroke and she can't talk. She's not gonna. She might not be able to, you know, hear you anymore. She might not be able to function and everything like that." And I heard my husband tell him, "I said, you don't know my wife, you know." And it took some time. But I even went back to work for a year before I decided to retire because I was still having dizzy spells, but I'm getting better. It gets better. So, I mean, you know, you do you, babes. Don't let anybody see the thing about that you and your husband is you built that bridge. Do not. He don't. And you see, the thing is, my husband doesn't go to church. Okay. I don't know why. And I pray for him all the time. Trust me. But he will come in this room on Sunday and go, "You going to church?" "Yes, I'm going." "Got any money?" "Yes, I do." So, I mean, he knows I don't know what he's afraid of, and that's between him and God. Okay. The thing about going to church too is that oftentimes people go every Sunday. And when I was preaching, when I was a minister, I'm still a minister, but and when it was my turn to preach, I remember doing a sermon called "All Dressed Up but Don't Know Where They're Going." And to me, I mean, when people go to church, they have to understand you got to have it in here. So sometimes when you don't go, you have it in here. You know what I mean? So whatever. I mean, he'll figure it out. That's between him and God. But anyway, I'm getting ready to get off because you and I are going to talk. Let me know when you get your box. And love you, girl. I'll talk to you again soon. I might come on later. Maybe we'll just have a little gab fest. Okay, I love you. Take care, everybody. God bless. Bye-bye. I'm going to go take some medicine for this daggone cold. I'm finished. Okay.